Alright, cacao. Many people want to know where this comes from, and it's where this was picked is right here in Talamanca, Costa Rica. And this is what chocolate is made. Do you know how to open one of these?
No.
I'm having trouble. Alright, bad news. So I think that this cacao is bad. It's supposed to be white fruit inside, and unfortunately I've got this, which kind of looks like chocolate, but it is not chocolate. It is just the rotten fruit that's around what these cacao beans would be right there. So, well, I was gonna try the cacao fruit. It's supposed to be nice and white and vibrant, but this being this color, and it's not something that you're gonna want to try. So it's my last day in Puerto Viejo, and I shot into town on my bike and visited some friends. We met at this little cafe to say goodbye, and it makes me sad to leave this area. The people, the wildlife, and the culture are why I stayed here so long, and I'm gonna miss it. After this, a friend of mine that was in the last video wanted to see a little more of the area. Most people who are staying at this hostel are actually traveling while working full-time, and she's been working internationally for a couple months. I jumped in her car and went back to the waterfalls, which were much bigger than last time due to rain. We tried this fruit from whatever this tree is. It dries out your mouth but tastes sort of apple-like, and had $1 coconuts. I'm gonna miss this place. The next stop is Cauhida National Park. The cost to enter is a suggested donation, and we saw some really cool things while we were there. No, this wasn't a zoo where the animals are caged. We were within 30 feet at times from some amazing wildlife at this park. Oh my goodness, look how cute he is! He's just running away like that! Hours all we had to spend here, but it was well worth the visit. Hey guys. The next stop is San Jose, and we went back to the hostel to pick up a few others before making the long trip.
Hi, I'm Esteban. I'm here at Salina, Puerto Viejo, and it's great to have you.
So instead of taking the bus to San Jose, I'm in a vehicle with 3 other people. One's coming in right here next to me. The driver's from New York. We got another friend from New York, also one from Canada. And it should take about 3.5 hours as a total. And we're halfway there now-ish.
Well, it's not gonna take 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's going to take less than that.
What?
And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mainly ate at local restaurants featuring Costa Rican cuisine, which generally means a lot of rice and a lot of beans. But this is the second time I'm out with this group, and each time I've been treated to somewhere super cool. So I just made it to National Park with one of my friends. We took an Uber with a guy who spoke no English whatsoever. He was angry, and I think we totally underpaid him because this was so much longer than what it was supposed to be. Like 18 kilometers, ended up being like 40. And then once we got here to enjoy the great rainforest, it's raining, because that's what happens in rainforest. Also, there's no service or any way to get back home. So the adventure starts now in the middle of Costa Rica, about 40 kilometers of San Jose. If anybody finds this SD card, this is what happened before we died. This is the Brailo National Park, and other than the sense of impending doom of how we were going to get back to San Jose, it was a cool trek that felt a lot different than the coastal forest. I've been hiking for like the last few hours. I'm joking, it's been like 2 minutes. I'm still okay! It's a little bit dark, so I haven't been able to see any monkeys or sloths or anything up in the trees. I've also been looking for frogs and stuff on the ground, but nothing showed up. They probably can smell the Americans and they realize that we're here to take everything, so they run away. It started raining and I didn't bring my camera cover. The person I was traveling with stopped a car that was leaving and just asked for a ride. So again, I'm in the middle of nowhere in a foreign country with no cell service, basically hitchhiking in the first random car that is leaving this lot, hoping for a ride 40 minutes back to somewhere in San Jose. I really need to start making better life decisions. I'd say God protected me there and we made it back to a hostel location. That night I was invited for a business dinner with another connection I had made. Costa Rica is used as a customer service base for Microsoft, 3M, Amazon, and more due to their educated people and large amount of English speakers. It was a meeting with a commercial 3D print designer and, well, I'll just stop there and say some cool folks that are changing the world. The owner of the restaurant was amazing as well. It was an adventure-filled 2 days.
For me, positive thinking is the way of life. If you have bad day, doesn't mean you're going to have bad day tomorrow.
Right.
So motivation of working and thinking is very important.
Right.
Like be happy. Be happy what you have.
There are so many cool stories to tell, and I hope I can share them with you in time. I appreciate you following along.